Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Thunder Bay Resort, a destination for all seasons with special events and packages. Thunder Bay Resort in Hillman. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. On this week's Michigan Magazine, we bring you the story of a Northern Michigan husband and wife team who decide to open separate businesses in Northern Michigan. Dr. Gregory Thornton hangs his shingle out as a chiropractor, and his wife, Misty, dives into the bakery coffee shop business, both in the small Oscoda County village of Luzerne. Then hold on to your horses literally as we bring you a lesson in natural horsemanship with instructor Shaun Beardsley of Liberty Pines. It's a technique that's sweeping across the country where mutual respect brings solid results for both mount and trainer. Stay tuned, it's coming up next on Michigan Magazine. Something special's cooking, hot and delicious. Indulge yourself at Morning at Maggie's in Bay City. Omelets, frittatas, hotcakes, and more. Make every day special with a stop at Morning at Maggie's for breakfast or lunch on Saginaw in Bay City. Hale Hardware, your do-it center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving Northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. The dreams of the Michigan entrepreneur have not died. As a matter of fact, Michigan Magazine sees more and more potential, successful, small, hometown businesses starting up more than ever before. No longer is much of the state's workforce relying on big corporations or chains for their family's livelihood. We love these stories of small-town businesses working hard to become big-time successes. On today's show, we bring you the story of a couple who brought their dreams into reality in the northern Michigan village of Luzerne, not as one business, but in two endeavors. Dr. Gregory Thornton, a chiropractor, opened up an office to service a waiting clientele, and his wife, Misty Berry, opened up a bakery coffee shop right across the street. What an amazing couple who came into the community full force with dreams in hand and an understanding of the hard work and dedication needed to make dreams come true. Well, in this edition of Michigan Magazine, we're on the road in Luzerne, and we're with Misty Berry. And with a name like Misty Berry, you've got to have something sweet going on. And this is your shop, isn't it, Misty?
Yes, I opened in July 1st of this year with a hope and a dream that I could bring a little bit of fun to Luzerne, someplace for kids to hang out, parents to have a good time, grandparents to treat their family to a nice after dinner dessert or pre-dinner dessert.
I tell you what, you can hear the echo in this room because you're all done making things for the day, right?
Correct.
Everything's kind of empty, but you do a lot of things more healthy than you'd find at other bakeries, right?
Correct. We use whole butter, cane sugar, and we have no partially hydrated soybean oil in any of our products. Everything is made in small batches in this little kitchen that we have.
Yeah.
And everything is baked fresh every day.
So you are truly a hands-on owner then, right?
A little too much. You should see some of where the hands flour ends up at. As we move into the colder months, we are open all year round, which is different than a lot of the dessert or ice cream places in Mayo and Luzerne. And we're going to have an offering of sandwiches and soups and pies as we move into those colder months to bring the locals again into someplace special. They could have a little treat for the lunch or dinner.
Well, what got you guys to come up into the Luzerne area and open up shop?
We were vacationing up here for a long time, and we just got tired of the hustle and bustle downstate, so we moved into our cottage that we had always vacationed in, and let our kids wanted to go to school up here, so our kids are in the school district, and we became part of the community right away. I'm a Luzerne Volunteer Fire Department person. My husband and I both participate on the 4th of July committee. We participate in the Predator Hunt committee. And we also participate in a lot of the athletic sports that the school has sponsoring.
So you went full speed into the community involvement here.
That's correct.
All right. And your husband has opened up shop kind of across the street too.
Right. He's the local chiropractor here in Luzerne. And we both like having our house so close to our place. It's a good thing and a bad thing, but we enjoy like being able to bike to work or walk to work, and we take a side-by-side sometimes together. You know, the cool thing about here is you'll run into a lot of neighbors, and then they'll sit down and chit-chat with you, and you'll find out what's happening and who's in need of maybe a car ride here or there. And yesterday I was just talking to a local person, and I said, have you seen such and such? I haven't seen him around town. And he goes, I haven't either. I'm going to drive by his house and let's make sure he's okay. I'll call you if he's not. So there's a lot of things like that. The good news, and then, if people need a little bit of, help or just understanding what's going on, sometimes you find out about it here.
There you go. But one thing is for sure at the sweet shop here is that when you come in, even though you might be in a down mood, you leave with a smile on your face.
I hope so.
And a full stomach, and good to know that you're not putting a lot of bad things into your system, right?
Right.
A lot of Michigan products are involved here too, right?
Correct. We get our grains from a location in the west coast of Michigan. We will be getting our sodas from Jones's, which is a Michigan-based product. We get Mayo syrups, and we also get our Hudsonville ice cream from Michigan.
Oh, wonderful. So this is a taste of Michigan right here in Luzerne.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to put it. Some of the things that we want to make sure that we always do is have a warm and welcoming place for our locals. They're the ones that are going to keep us healthy and sustained throughout the season. And they're the ones that we want to see come back for goodness. Then we want to try to get a lot more involved in the community so that we can help support the community. For example, everything that is left over on Sunday night before I close goes to Lydia's Gate on Monday morning to help the homeless shelter that we have in the area. So those are kind of some of the things we're doing. We want to grow a little bit more as far as having some sales growth. We are talking lightly, my husband and I, about what if we expanded out to sell in certain other venues like a gas station like the Luzerne Express, or another building where we bake here or we bake there and bring it here. So we're talking about that, but the first year is going to be the roughest for us, and we're going to just have to wheedle our way through it. And the town's been pretty patient with trying to taste some of my product and tell me if it's not good, and really kind of give me some feedback about what will sell or won't sell in the area.
What got you into the business as far as wanting to do in the baking business? Have you had experience?
No, I have no experience doing
goodness.
this.
Okay.
I stepped out of the corporate world when we moved up here. And about 15 years ago, a friend of mine in the corporate world runs a coffee house in Jackson. And I visited and I said, this would be so neat to have something like this up by where I was at in downtown Detroit area. And it never could, get any legs to grow because it's just so busy down there, and there's a coffee shop on every corner practically. So coming up here year after year, we realized there was no place in the dead of winter for us to go get something warm to drink or a coffee before we left to head back downstate, or even for locals to kind of hang out and teenagers to kind of have a Friday night hangout place. So when this building came up for sale, we kind of said, wouldn't it be kind of neat to have a coffee house? And then that's what we did with it.
You just didn't do that because I know for a fact that this was not a restaurant waiting to be just moved into.
Oh, no.
You had a lot of work to do, didn't you?
Yeah, you can imagine like red or orange shag carpeting on the ground. All the walls were dark. The plumbing had to be redone. There were a lot of good things and solid things about the building, but there was a lot of work inside to make it how I envisioned it.
Right. It was more or less a township hall?
Right. It was the township hall until about 10 or 12 years ago, and then they built the new township hall over on 72.
All right.
And there were still records in here when we bought the place, so they had to clear it all out. And
It was so nice being able to talk with Misty and try her sweet masterpieces. If you're in Luzerne in Oscoda County, be sure and stop by. It's located just north of the light in downtown Luzerne, across the street from the resident chiropractor's office. That's where we're headed next, to the office of Dr. Gregory Thornton, the other half of this dynamic duo. Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by your northern experience is never complete without a stop at the historic Ma Dieters of Luzerne. Enjoy the ambiance inside or outside on the huge patio area. Order from the complete menu with entrees served hot, fresh, and good. Come experience Ma Dieters in the heart of God's country, Luzerne, Michigan. Luzerne Express Campground is the premier campground with everything to make your northern adventure complete. Modern and rustic campsites, equestrian campers welcome, a huge market with bakery and deli, nearby RV, hiking, and horse trails, along with a complete canoe, raft, and kayak rental. Visit us online, then call for more information and reserve your spot today. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox. With this ingenious rebounding pole, your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com. Exploring Michigan's wilderness trails on the back of a horse can't be beat. And with the advent of what's termed natural horsemanship, the experience can become a bit spiritual when you and your mount are in tune with each other in mutually respectful ways. We learned of this process of horse training from Shaun Beardsley of Liberty Pine Stables near Rose City. Shaun conducts classes and clinics on natural horsemanship. It's a method where the horse seems to be anxious to please his master simply because training is non-aggressive, painless, and fun for the horse and trainer. Horses seem to be anxious for the classes to start. On today's edition, we take you back to Liberty Pines, where Shaun invites our viewers in on one of her classes in hopes of stirring the equestrian spirits that may be lying dormant in some of us.
Hi, welcome to Liberty Pines. We're here today with 3 students, and we're going to be working on getting our horses respectful, walking next to us, and with the backup. We're going to work on the backup and really get our horses listening to our body. Today we've got Gabby over here. She's 8 years old. She's working with my horse Topper. And Lexi, she's got her quarter horse. I believe he's a 6-year-old. And Don is with Trooper, and Trooper's a young 4-year-old. And I've got Miss Pine, and she's also 4. All right, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to start out on the wall, and we're going to walk our horses and drive the horses front end away if you have to. We're going to walk next to the wall, and we're going to be working at getting our horse to stay out of our space so that there's safety. And when I say, we're going to ask for the horse to stop and back up with us. Keep them right against the wall, Gabby, if you can. Okay, let's try a stop. Put your stick in front of the drive line and ask the nose to come back. The drive line is anything from the shoulders up will make your horse go back. Anything from the shoulders back will get them to go forward. You'll also use your drive line to turn the horse away. So I put my stick in front of the drive line up by their nose. So everyone come out from the wall a little bit, and let's drive your horse's nose and head in the other direction. Good job, Gabby. Good job. And I'm going to switch sides because we want to work both sides of the horse. And this is going to be harder for all of them. Okay, Gabby, you want to be on the inside of the ring now. And this is always a little bit tougher for the horse because you're talking to a different eye. Come on. Don thinks he's ready to go a little bit faster with Trooper. Give him some Energy behind the drive line, Don. When you want to back, if they're not backing, you can either touch the clasp on your lead rope or you can touch them on the chest. Good job. Just show them that you want him on that side. Point to him. Good. Now bring it forward and whoa. Gabby, go ahead and walk forward. I'm going to help Gabby out for a minute here. Lexi, do you need any help? You're going to have your carrot stick back like this, dragging. When you want to stop, you're going to bring it forward, and I just kind of wave it in front. If they're not listening, you can tap your lead rope, the clasp, or you could tap the chest. If the nose comes in, you're going to drive their nose away. Okay? Then put your stick back. Okay? Okay, stop, Gabby. Bring your stick and touch the clasp. There you go. Good. Okay, put your stick back behind you and walk. Stay a little bit back by his shoulder again, but go ahead. Show him to go. Come on, top. Go ahead. Point. Good. All right, guys, let's try on working part of just backing from the front of the horse. You're going to put your lead rope down, and you're going to first ask with your finger. If they go sideways, you're going to move their hips. Straighten them up. Good. Okay, then you're going to ask them to come forward. Smile at them. Straightness is the hardest part. Miss Pine's pretty new at this game, so it's good to show what a new horse is going to do if they're got some energy in them.
As we spent the morning with Shaun and her class, we were impressed at the attention and dedication she gave each student, stressing the point of safety with your animal, the number one concern. Firm but gentle were the words of the day. Once you have that instilled in your mind, you and your horse will have a great and rewarding future ahead of you. Shaun went on to explain that even though today's class seemed fun and productive, the process demands dedication and consistency, which eventually will reap huge rewards. You must remember, if you're thinking of entering the world of horsemanship, horses can be very dangerous animals, and safety must be the number one priority in your life, as well as realizing that with ownership comes a huge responsibility in the care and upkeep of the animal. Your new equestrian friend will be depending on you for everything, from feeding, grooming, and hygiene to love and discipline. They do become literally part of your family, and with that said, the many years together can yield immeasurable rewards in fun and companionship. A big thanks to Shaun, Don, Gabby, and Lexi for sharing their morning with us. Experience the beauty, artistry, and taste of Northern Michigan. Come to Amish Country Natural Products on Mount Tom Road, north of Mile, just off M33. From arts and crafts to fresh foods and vegetables, all natural, all local, all good. Stop by and get acquainted with Amish Country Natural Products, 1454 North Mount Tom Road, Mile. Clinic Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clinic Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clinics on Mapes Road, Mile.
Vacation. Don't make the planning of it more than what you're trying to get away from. At northernmichigancabinrentals.com, you can choose from over 2,500 cabins, cottages, lodges, resorts, lakefront vacation home rentals, and more. Whatever experience you're looking for, from rustic to luxury and everything in between. No more rustling with telephone books. No more endless internet searches. Just one site with over 2,500 Northern Michigan destinations. northernmichigancabinrentals.com.
Well, thanks for joining us as we discover Michigan's back roads. Now, here's that phrase of the week. Michigan's equestrian spirit is alive and well. Send it to us on a card, letter, or in an email at the addresses below. You'll then have a chance to win some great Michigan prizes. We hope the new year is treating you right, and we hope you'll get out, and discover those amazing adventures waiting for you just out your back door. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the next edition of Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Thunder Bay Resort, a destination for all seasons with special events and packages. Thunder Bay Resort in Hillman. For home, medical, and healthcare products, visit Rose City Drug at 2640 North M33, just south of Rose City city limits. Rose City Drug has a complete diabetic department, including shoes. Serving Michigan for over 20 years. Rose City Drug, Rose City. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road in Rose City. See what thousands are raving about, creating a delicious variety of award-winning Michigan wines. Stop by and taste for yourself. The taste of Michigan is yours at Rose Valley Winery.